What's up, YouTube? Got a Fun Finder Extra. This is the XT200 model by Cruiser RV. Wanted to make a quick little video talking about the wheel bearings because I couldn't find any information out there about these Fun Finder Extras by Cruiser RV or about toy haulers in general. These wheel bearings, most all the wheel bearings on the new campers and toy haulers are sealed bearings. This is an 09. I found out that from 9 to 12, I believe, they used a Zerk fitting where you can grease your bearings. So they're not sealed. You have to pull these little caps off right here and hit these with grease. You're supposed to do it, I don't know, once or twice a year. I never did that. I had one fail. If you have something, I think, older than 06, or older than 9, then there's no grease fittings. You just have to manually repack the bearings yourself. You're supposed to do that every year. If you do have a camper with sealed bearings, those are supposed to be good for 100,000 miles or 5 years. So keep that in mind. I learned the hard way, got stranded. Luckily, with these tandem axles, we were able to just take one wheel off and drive home, you know, on just one wheel on this side. But we were just a mere few inches from the roads. It was kind of sketchy, so keep that in mind. Hope that helps somebody out. And I'll make another video for any of you Fun Finder Extra 200 people, telling you exactly what bearings this thing uses. This is exactly why you don't let your wheel bearings completely fail, because then you have a mess trying to get them off like this. I hope the threads aren't junk now on that.
I'll have to chase them with a file, definitely.
Fun stuff. There's a closer look at the failed bearings. It was bad, guys. And then here is what it should look like.
She rubbed in that shaft there for a little bit.
All right, so changing out these wheel bearings. This one I caught before it failed. Had a bunch of old grease in it. This one I did not. You can see both of the inner parts of the bearing are still stuck on the shaft. So
there's purple lining right here on the shaft. She got hot.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to cut this off and get back in here with the cutting wheel and cut this off before we can even start cleaning up the shaft.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna have to chase the threads because this thing got stuck on there too. Ugh. All right, try to find a cutting wheel. Making a little progress, just put the grinder flat, use the grinding wheel and just kind of flatten it. We're trying not to get into the shaft, but we're going through batteries like crazy on this thing. 3 batteries to get that far. All right, guys, after a lot of grinding and putting the puller on this, we got the inner race off, but the shaft is marred up pretty good. It's probably gonna take a lot of sanding to smooth that out. So I'm getting ready to work on that. Meanwhile, Mason is putting the new bearings in this side over here. He's packing the grease fittings now. The hammer to get ready to tap this seal in. Show you guys what we're working with. So here's the drum. The big bearing goes in this side, then the seal will taparoo in behind it. The small bearing will go in this side. This will be pretty much ready to go back together. Should be good to go. Working on these drums isn't too bad after you've done a couple and you get the hang of it. What I've been doing is putting it in this vise sticking a screwdriver through the back side and getting on this bearing and hammering the bearing out, which has then been pushing this seal out. It's just been going out on the floor there. And then I had one race come out, and to put the race in, I put it in the freezer, got it really cold, and then just took a flat punch and just tapped it down in there. It was good. Then the bearing goes down in here, and then for this metal seal, I just lay it there and I just gently tap and go around the edges, and it generally lays right down in there. Just can't get in a hurry.